we're going to be picking up Final Fantasy XVI's main quest in just a moment, but I figured I would go ahead and get through the first 3 stages of the Trial of Fire offline and see if I could defeat it at the start of stream. It's just going to be the last attempt against the Aramen, then we'll get back to main quest. Oh yeah, you're right. I do owe you a bean. Booger or pear? Yay. Let's see. Controller over here. Unfortunately, I've gotten to the final stage of the trial, and I think I can take 2 hits, and I die. So I'm in bad shape again. Okay, no, I cannot take 2 hits. I thought I had 500 HP, not 360. Happy lurking, Rex.
Yes! Get nauseated.
Sup, Perm? No more heat wave. Rising flames. Yeah. Ooh, that's great news. Good luck with that, Rocket. Oh, good, he didn't hit me with that. I was worried he was gonna. Okay, good. A little stagger there.
Too slow.
Let's get a little healing in. I can't afford this time.
The likelihood of you
Go.
dying violently within the next 5 minutes is 87.61%.
Come on. 45 seconds. Let's go. I'm aware of the time. That distracted me. Frick! Come on. No. 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 Oh. At least that's the first time he didn't kill me. All right. So, we've helped 2 of the settlements that are under siege. It's time to go help the 3rd. Yeah, I've learned how to dodge all of his stuff. Like, that's the important part. Good evening, Dave! How are you?
First we find Isabel.
Got a bloke saying he saw ghosts.
I saw
Okay.
it with my own eyes. The whole of
I don't know how I'm doing on potions or health.
4 left for more and a captain.
Over here. Boy, that sneeze came out of nowhere. Sorry about that.
I can't do it.
Thank you. Having a bad day?
Milady.
We received the dame's message.
She's
There have
taking a
been
nap,
sightings of
but
strange
when I get the
creatures, I
chance, I
understand.
will.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different.
Different
They've
how?
taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls.
Oh.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh,
Ultima's taking
No.
more overt steps
she went
now,
to the
eh?
garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Why we fight. Okay. So glad it's the weekend. Although... Nah, never mind. Anybody else want to fight? You Imperial douchebags want to have another
Half
go?
the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days.
Yeah,
What more would you have us do?
they've got problems.
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
You go, girl.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
Maybe getting drunk is not the thing you should be doing right now. Just a thought.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
Don't blame you.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
I haven't
I'd
seen
like
any
you to
yet.
Consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them won't.
Jill will remember this. No, I haven't really gone accessory hunting yet. Honestly, I think the accessories that I have are good. I've been thinking about taking off the Berserker ring and maybe putting on something else, but at this point, I think the answer is that I just need to get good.
I think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. Please.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah.
These poor people have just
they
been
came out of
brutalized.
nowhere.
They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
I'll keep getting experience and stuff as I keep doing like the S rank hunts and all that stuff. I got 2 levels when I killed Atlas and another 2 when I killed Svarog. So I don't particularly feel the need to rush it. You know, just keep playing the game and poke at it every once in a while. And to be completely honest, unless the reward from doing them is something really, really good, I'm kind of okay with skipping them. It bothers me that there's a combat challenge I can't defeat, but I would never skip an S rank hunt because they're very fun bosses, but these not so much. Yeah, exactly.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Not gonna happen. I would rather not do them than lower the difficulty. I'm stubborn like that. You know that. You, of all people, know that.
The 2 soldiers were carrying another.
Wasn't there one out here? Oh, gosh. The Hand of Mimas.
It was all they could do to escape.
Not here.
I just left the bodies there in the flood.
Oh.
Ready, go?
I definitely don't want to screw with that. What I do appreciate them for is excellent training opportunities on the proper use of the icon's powers, learning what its synergies are, because you have to figure them out and learn them and use them just to be able to beat the timer. Maybe. So I'm definitely going to poke at them all just to kind of learn the icons. It'll help me. Odin. Oh, I learn Odin at some point, do I? I suppose that makes sense. Moor's not looking good.
I see them. With me.
Let's go ahead and clear you fellas out. May have overdone it a bit.
Should I try?
No.
Save your strength.
Oh, great. You. Boy, this one is up here a ways. Oh. Oh. that was nice. Good evening, Doc! And no, I had not guessed that. Thank you for telling me.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Bad news, Isabel. I think the people of Moore are dead. Uh-oh. Was that something sudden? Or just a gradual loss of respect that's built up over time?
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Yeah.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Wow.
It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love.
There you go.
And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
I'm sorry to hear about that, man. I really am.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
I wish you luck in your job search, though. I know that you've been through this before.
I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
It's a great point.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go.
Yeah.
Put on.
I was about to return to the hideaway anyway. I'm almost dead, and I don't want to use potions to heal myself up. I do wish that you healed automatically when you entered a settlement. Although I suppose that's a mechanic that could be gamed. I get it. I've heard it said that more often than not, people don't leave jobs, they leave bosses.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
Oh. I didn't use any potions.
Finished, are ya?
Blackthorn doesn't have anything new. I do have a letter. Alright, what do we got? A lot of them. Okay. The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the rest walls when not clearing out what few threats remain down in the reeds. I read good! Though chances are we'd be neck deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. I know you have a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in the need of a quick reviver, come see us and we'll tap you a cask. Yeah. And it feels like by staying, like you're kind of an accessory to that treatment. I get it. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, for now, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. So as you can see, he has already learned everything he can from me. Okay. The Guard and League have put aside their differences for the time being, allowing us all leave to sip our snake spit in relative leisure. Ew. For that, I would hazard, we have your better half to thank. She put on quite a performance. As for yours, well, from one aspiring thespian to another, might I suggest working on your delivery, and your projection, and those stiff limbs of yours, and your countenance, and, well, everything else. We wouldn't want to do the name Underhill a disservice now, would we? Cute. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we have seen the end of their like. Oh yeah, things are definitely going to get worse before they get better. Good Philippe is taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling. The phraseology in this game is so weird, and I have trouble reading it, but I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Okay. Nice. Alright, we're good on potions. Let's go update tomes, and then we'll go talk to Otto. And there is nothing new at the hunt board, but I do have a renowned reward to pick up. A renowned reward. I hate it when I feel like I've had a nice, eloquent day at work, and I'm in all these meetings, and I speak with intelligence, and then I get on stream, I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Okay. So now that we've settled things down here, I wonder if we're going after Waloed next. Especially since we now know that the King of Waloed is either cooperating with Ultima or is Ultima's thrall.
Everything we've received and everything promised. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I do what the game tells me to do.
Any word on the rest of the realm? Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on.
Never heard a color described that way.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself.
Actions have consequences.
Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake. Thank you, Otto.
Joshua, how you been?
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivia.
Oh, Ultima is actually free. He's not carrying the prison anymore. Either that or it's further down in the shirt.
Who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Yep.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
That thing of the mother killing herself, I did not see that coming.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me.
The first time we ran into Ultima, it was like he was trying to possess Clive or something. It was weird. And it may be because Clive has this unique ability of being able to channel multiple icons. I don't know.
Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
Yeah.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
The wild card.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
Welcome back,
I've
Rex.
encountered that thing several times now.
And they made Ultima look creepy AF. Just like, ugh, it's so weird. The eyes are just a little too big. The face is all gaunt. There's like veins and stuff. It's so creepy.
If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
Giggity.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
He was protecting his brother.
That will let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
No rest for the weary, I guess.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
Oh, we get to see the
Have
ship
to get them
now.
out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here.
This girl can't explain anything without a map. I do love the briefings, but you ask her a question, she's like, the map says.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Taya not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Maybe we'll get to have some more of that Ifrit and Phoenix merging action going on again. That was so awesome. The Brothers of Fire working together. I actually, that's the reason I chose that as the music to start the stream. Like, I was rewatching that fight. Again, it was so pretty. I just wish I'd gotten to enjoy it more at the moment. At the time, I was massively overtimed to end stream, and Ari was really upset, and like, I needed to end the stream, so I couldn't really enjoy it that much.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
Zoink, Scoob!
Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
That's the sound of a teacher if ever I've heard one.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Nothing new. Okay, we got new hunts on the board.
Seems the hideaways.
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Excuse
You sure
me?
it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right?
Yes.
Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down.
That purple scorpion
so I thought I'd
tail
make one of those
nonsense?
supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Me either, man.
But
That
this
looked
is my
gross.
blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Sure.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly.
Feel free to pull in the leader of this establishment who's trying to save the world in your little kitchen reek pissing match. No problem.
And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's
Good
a
evening,
question for a
Rossfield.
scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates.
Going all right.
Perhaps
How
I'll
about
learn
yourself?
something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
I'm leading the settlement. What more do you want from me? I want you to help me make this bloody recipe. It's a Friday night. It's understandable.
Is a storm coming soon?
Sorry, though. Yeah.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Like the name, by the way. A fan of Final Fantasy 16 and 15.
Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One
The
of my
ones that are
favourites, in
shooting
fact.
all the time?
The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water.
I get that.
Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
This talk of like using liver as a cooking ingredient, I'm sure that some people see it as a delicacy and they really, really love it, and more power to them. But it just seems absolutely disgusting to me. I do not understand it.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
I don't get it,
So
man.
I know where to
I
look
really
for a
don't.
liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served.
The only food that I really love that I would consider Southern is grits. I love grits. Butter, salt, and pepper, and the grits just so good. And the only place that we can find it up here is Cracker Barrel. But like, my grandparents and my dad live in Alabama, and they would cook okra and all this stuff, and it's just not my thing. Fried pickles are okay. I love pickles, but the fried, I have trouble getting over like the pickles shouldn't be warm and they shouldn't have this fried covering. Like, I have trouble getting over that hurdle in my mind.
With the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress worm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other.
Okay, Joshua.
To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
If it looks like raw sewage again like the last one did, I'll save you a lot more than a bite. Okay. Now this way for the third one. Sugar and syrup and grits? Never tried that one.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots?
Clearly
You seem
not.
more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
That sounds like mixing it with more steps.
Yeah. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Phrasing? Are you kidding me? Karen grinds my gears every time. What are you talking about?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Like all of a sudden she's going to be all
Thanks,
soft
Clive.
with me.
You'll
Right.
let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Giving your tongue a lashing sounds like a euphemism for making out, and that is definitely not what I'm interested in here.
Lady Karen, how's business?
Diplomatic.
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
There's Clive's acting skills again. You are not being as circumspect as you think you are, buddy.
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating.
I love the way he's delivering this, just so gingerly, like, please don't hate me, please don't hurt me, please don't hurt me. Just kind of like, you know, just in case maybe there's something going on.
About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now,
well played,
I
Doc.
reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Enchantment?
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things...
This is taking too long! I'm gonna miss the farmer's market!
The enchantment command reminds me I need to set up the alien command.
Regretted in her past. She says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But
thank you, Rex.
Why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise?
Goots, that's not a good idea.
Spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right.
Hi,
Well,
I'm looking for Ray Finkel. And a clean pair of shorts.
that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
I heard the Emperor was impaled.
Just hearing that command again put my back up. This is not going to be good.
We're all gonna die. You hear me?
I'm afraid they are, Rex. That's going to be our Spooktober game next month.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss...
Oh, look, the scales! You broke them! That's why they went missing.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. What is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
Just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-near.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
That is true.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart...
I once took apart a power drill to see how it worked. I did eventually manage to get it back together again, but it took a while. So many gears in there.
It's easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Nope,
Speak for
it
yourself.
was my boss's.
The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Wow, Doc.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
The gear?
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them.
Her dungeon?
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody...
I'm not falling for that, because the last time I talked about Futaba's dungeon, I had a very long clip made of it for Dust and Stream.
Ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
Well, the good news is that
called
on
the
side
arm.
quests I can skip the
What do
dialogue
you
if I
suppose
need
that
to.
is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh...
Wow, we're going full British
I
now.
don't think you'd fit on that.
Bangers
little
and mash?
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Yeah, the gear is still on the
hairs.
table.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are you almost ready?
A little more
With a little
time in
more
the
help
oven,
from Miss
kids.
Mididol and Miss Shirley. I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
Oh, they pointed it
You
out.
don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
What an idiot. That was kind of a cute quest. But let's see. Let's have a look at the hunt board. Alright.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
What? I will smack you so
Didn't happen to
hard.
forget anything, did you, Sid?
Do you hear the sarcasm dripping out of that voice? Alright, what do we got? One new hunt. Alright. Got that. Easy enough to do. Speak with Shirley in the shelves. Rendezvous with Goots. I keep wanting to call them goats. Alright.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
Yes.
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines.
But she
To
doesn't
anyone
want to
else,
make
it would be an
instruments of war.
opportunity. But
Yeah.
to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow.
I don't blame
But
her on
should
that
come
one.
as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
That was a cute quest. Alright. So So now I've got something side quest related in my letters.
It seems the hideaway is...
And then once we're done with the things in the hideaway, we'll go after that hunt real quick. A humble request. Master Clive. I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaunted expectations. Namely, due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. Okay. Martha's Rest.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Yes.
Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
More like, why would Byron have sent him there? For combat. Alright. Alright, so the hunt... Yeah, it is weird. South of Tabor, Dalmekia. Tabor. This Titan's awake. I need to get this out of my way. There we go. I had a feeling I need to zoom in for this. Sickle. Okay, terraces south of Tabor. Oh, there's another one here. The Hand of Titan. I might have to... Let's see. Public and Gate. I might have to continue the main quest just to be able to get to this one. Oh. Evidently, we can't travel anywhere else right now. Okay. I love the particle effects in this game. They're so pretty. Oh, yeah. The first Final Fantasy on the NES was a very rough game. I've played all of the main entries except for 9, 12, 11.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like
and that's
we used
it.
to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Draco's deep.
Yote is a fine scout. If Kandor was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Ah. So if I was looking for the hunt, I needed to do the quest anyway. Okay. Good. I'll explore this other area later.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they would allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Oh, this is neat. Silent slow. Okay. What is... Oh. Yeah, sure. Let's get a little more practice on these guys. No. I couldn't tell when the timing of that was going to be. They're all individual games, individual stories. Whoa! Forgot they could do that. Got a little ahead of myself on that one. Ow. I have a feeling I'm going to be happy with the fact that I practiced this fight. I mean, pretty much what you can count on with a Final Fantasy game in general is going to be at least an okay to decent story. At least. Very nice graphics for its time. And for the most part, good gameplay. They all experiment with different magic systems, different stories. It's kind of a standard of game, almost like its own type of genre of RPG, but they are not interconnected. Alright, I just got a new belt. It is better! Yoink. Okay, does it go anywhere?
Let's go.
Faster!
Okay, then through here. Wait, can I not go this way? Oh. Bridge is over here, doofus. Duh. Hold on, I want this thing. There it is. Desert Rose. No problem. Okay. I'm gonna check this little side area first and see if there's any hidden gear over here, too.
No mistakes.
Oh, crap. Oh! Oh, crap.
Guess we're all ready.
I actually like fighting these guys. Oops. I got distracted looking at the cooldown on something. Almost dodged that too late. There we go. Better. Just took a little bit of warming up. That's all. No treasure out here. Boo. Don't need to fight you right now. Bye!
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Excuse me!
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight.
Nope. Time to ignore them and just keep on going. Pretty water. It's pretty awesome. Alright, Goots. How are things going? Oh.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept.
I hate it when ether floods do that.
My own men did this. Turned. Every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Sure.
You catch your breath.
Catch your breath? That dude's about to die. He's got like a punctured lung or something.
Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track.
Good for you, Rex.
They must not reach Tabor.
Good luck with the wedding. I hope that the wedding party are not jerks to you.
Lord Cougar.
Rest well, soldier.
You did well, Rex. Like I said, I was embarrassed to find I wasn't following you yet. It was fun. Oh, Perm.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Given the glow, I'm pretty sure they are.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Be careful? Screw being careful. I'm just here to wipe the map of everything I see. Eat dirt. I'm glad Auntie wasn't here to see that. I like these somersault endings.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
No, it sounds pretty articulate. Where is the person that said that? Yoink. Y'all don't mind if I steal all your crap, right? Oh, okay. He wouldn't be in there, or he would be Akashic. There he is.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting.
Are the others
disposed of?
One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Poor guy.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Don't you even.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
He can barely stand.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave!
Okay. I've already agreed to let the guy go. But if this was Fallout and this dude was talking to me this way, I would have shot him in the head already.
Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I really wish I had the clip for that. I don't know what entered my head. Playing Red Dead, this lady came up to me asking for help with her husband. So I shot her in the head so she wouldn't have to worry about him anymore. I don't know why I didn't accept the side quest. It was just like, no. Bam! Okay, we got antelope. Cool. You don't bother me, I won't bother you.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
I really want to play Starfield super badly, although I worry about like how many of the NPCs I'm going to murder.
I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
I bet not.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
Well, I mean, that's what quick saves are for, right?
Welcome, welcome. Anything else?
Yeah, Thunder Spooge did not end well. it's not really that much of a spoiler. Look, what you need to understand is this. In Red Dead 2, if I get a horse, it's going to die. It's how it dies. That's the spoiler.
It's a deal. Got anything else for me?
Whoa, I got a lot of this. Okay. I did save Scum Trash a few times before I got yelled at for doing that. So I stopped doing that and started picking up new horses every time. And then it just became a sort of game. Now, what I will say, and I legitimately mean this from the bottom of my heart, some of those horse deaths are not my fault. I think it was Mayo or something, or Brittany, that just died when I hopped in a creek. It was just like, I was riding it, we hopped in a creek, and then it was dead. That was Booty. But most of them were my fault. No. Let Joshua say hi. Don't attack her.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor.
Oh.
I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Have they referred to them before? I don't remember ever hearing about this group.
Since their inception,
Spy
they have
Masters.
been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise.
Well done.
Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloon's
Discord?
involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canada.
Whatever. Baldy, pass me a sensu bean.
What, do you think I'm just giving
I was
these
wondering when
away?
that was coming.
Because I'm not.
Dead fish or strawberry smoothie? I hate this bean.
Then it is Waluda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Oh.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to
That
leave.
dude's got a massive nose.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
Well, Canver belongs to Waloed now.
But I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Wow, what a disgusting brown noser. I hope the king kills him.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed.
There you go.
Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Yeah, you're not the one with the power here, buddy.
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping.
Oh, they're looking for mid.
Hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
That should be an interesting fight.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
For a
How
long
long
time,
indeed.
I think.
Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
I really look forward to seeing more of Odin in this game. Odin is famous in Final Fantasy for the steed he rides his blade, and his one-hit kill mechanics.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
Just like that, we're a shield again.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Oh, they grew very close, huh?
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
I actually like the detail. Like, they added the clattering of the lantern and the sound of the fabric moving together. It gives the world more richness. Sometimes they go a little overboard. I don't like it when you can hear them gulping and eating, but it's nice. Enjoy your dinner, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Ladder to you too. No. He does have a deep, gravelly voice, but the dude who plays Geralt is a very distinctive voice. He sounds a lot like the guy who plays Solid Snake, although I know it's not him. But this is not that close, unfortunately. We're going to take a brief AFK. I will be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, enjoy these clips and we'll keep on going. All right. I am back. Let's keep on going.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Bold enough to heed her call. Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
I'm not an assassin.
I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin.
Okay, and how much are you willing to invest in this work?
Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
How much? 0? I'll do it for the renown,
Right.
but you're screwing me over.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets
The
opportunity
clap
slip
is
his
weird
grasp.
and slow.
Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava.
That is a lot of proper
eagerly
names.
await your safe and, above all, triumphant return.
Never said I wasn't. There's a quest up there too. Whoa.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged at my behest.
Man,
And the duty of
Joshua's got a whole slew of people working for him.
For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
No.
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
The reverence thing is a little weird.
Pray accept
But I
this
get it.
token.
Another seal. Okay.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Dude creeps me out.
For them.
They've used his voice actor for other people, but I have a feeling the rightful king of Rosaria thing kind of bothered Clive a bit.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Alright, climb up here. Oh, right. Archduke, my bad.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university?
Graybeard.
You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor.
Okay.
The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would
So you
do
want
an
us to...
old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
If all the dude wants is some books, I'd
Climb the
help him with
stairs
that,
and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed
They
light
look like
on a
gravestones.
riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay. Man, I got side quests galore today. Well, here's one of them. Didn't even have to go down the steps for this one. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Okay.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
That mark. Must be Lord Rosfield. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lord. I, too, am a member of the cause, though I spend most of my time hunting. For the good of the village, you understand. The soil is poor here, so the people sup mostly on meat and blood. The hides, meanwhile, they make into leather and then into gill.
Okay, I get that you have a meat-heavy diet. I wouldn't say they sup on blood. That makes them sound like vampires. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Have you noticed the elders? Not a scratch on them. So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes.
Alright, here's the last one. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. Okay.
History would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Yeah.
I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
I really hope he doesn't quiz me on these, although I worry he's going to. I like this quest. Learning more about the people who came to settle here and why that happened. That's cool. Okay. It gives the world a richer history. It's not just generic town number 18.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I knew he was going to frickin' quiz me. Guardians of the Crystal. The great good Moogle Guardians.
Guardians of the Crystal. The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder?
They were farmers.
The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Now tillers of the land. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land.
I was thrown off by two of the options starting the same way.
Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings.
3?
For each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last, but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
I often wonder sometimes how many different people and civilizations that those of us in the civilized world don't know about, because people never really get a chance to see them and chronicle them and tell their stories to others.
Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
Okay, so now we will head out of Tabor. We can fast travel again, but there is a hunt out here somewhere. It said it was south of Tabor.
The free city is under siege. Who'd have thought it?
Master Cyril, luckily. And thank goodness he told us before we set out.
Okay, there's Ambrosia. Let's go.
Let us be rid of them.
Huh. I did? Oh, I needed to head down here, didn't I? Okay. Thank you. Now I get to kick these orcs in the face. Never gets old. Got it. Well, I mean, I can fast travel now, so I can make it to this one, which I believe is... Oh, okay, the skin trade. So it's not Gootz's quest.
Okay. Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
It is not. Oh, hi! The pack. Whoa, whoa!
It's over.
Easy enough. I just wasn't quite prepared for their swarm mechanic.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Okay. There we go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Is there a faster place for me to fast travel to there? Not really. Yoink.
All right.
Just love it. Let me verify real quick. Yeah, the pack. Good. We cleared that. I don't need that node open anymore. The Dalmekian Desert is quite an expansive area. I'm not interested in killing them. I just enjoy kicking enemies in the face with a chocobo. Very satisfying. Alright, how far away am I? Pretty close. Ah, may it be you that I'm after?
Be safe.
Old team maybe, but it looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet.
That'll work.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Alright, we can go back to Tabor and turn that in.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
Dude, I talked to you like 5 minutes ago. Relax.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch.
Well, I mean, he scratched me a little bit.
As my honored partner, with my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I got other things to work on.
A habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Bloody hide. Oh, okay. I didn't need it, but that's actually not bad as payment goes. Alright. Let's go here and rendezvous with Goots and see what's going on with him. We're getting pretty close to calling it time, but I'd like to see if I can finish one more side quest before we go.
The bandits may be known.
You shouldn't be too hard to find, Goots.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Yeah, there he is. Just look for the tallest dude you can see. With a massive pack.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears.
The Lord of
And
Arms.
who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town.
Sure.
But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Yeah, exactly. It feels like a trap.
What do you mean?
She's at the hideout the whole
Hasn't left
time.
a hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question.
Like a cardboard
I'll go
cutout.
and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
I don't have to be careful. I can fight. Alright, I need to go out the side gate.
The gentleman of the town guard. What a mess.
It has long been my habit to keep a watch.
Okay.
Safety of the tower is in our hands.
What do we got? I probably didn't need to.
Viper's nest.
I probably didn't have to call out Ambrosia for this, but still. A house of bandits gonna come creeping out like a clown car?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys,
Okay.
he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
You sure you want to play it this way, fellas? You could just walk away. I'd let you walk away. So be it.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Exactly. Yeah! I love wasting iconic abilities on things that don't hit anybody. There we go. Alright, who's casting Cure? You. No, it's not you. What? I thought I got them all. Are you down here? Oh.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
You've activated my trap
Finds
card.
out you've killed his men. He'll have your head.
Good luck with
He
that.
only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Shoot him. Shoot him in the head right now.
Good. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime.
By being a better
I will
merchant?
not allow it to continue. Goose, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goots.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Wow, she makes an appearance.
Karen. But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Some people just can't let the past go, man.
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, that. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Is she actually gonna do this? There's no way.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair.
Wow, she really did!
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due.
Yeah, but I hadn't
crossed the
connected
line
it to
dragging
this.
poor Goots into this. It didn't hurt you, did it?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something
This
tells
girl is
me
cold.
the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Right? Dang. Alright. We got more work to do on side quests, but alas, we are out of time for the evening. I should be back on Sunday night for some more Final Fantasy XVI. we are likely to pick it up again at the start of Stage 4 of the Trial of Fire. Time permitting, that's going to be something that I do from now on, where rather than make you guys suffer by watching me do the entire trial over and over again, which takes about 20 minutes in total, I'll just work my way to it. I think the next time I've got it, I've gotten to the final stage with a lot of time, and I've gotten to the stage with more health and the right way to dodge, but I've not put those together yet. The moment I put those together, it's done. And then I'll get to see what the rewards are from accomplishing these things. And I'm not going to say that I'm not going to complete them based on what the rewards are. I will certainly do them, or at least play them to learn the icons and the proper way of playing them. Of particular interest to me is Rama and Bahamut, because I feel like I don't quite understand their flow quite so much. But yeah, that's fair. So for the new Chronolist, I'll do the challenge blind the first time on stream, and then yeah. I just felt like I never really understood his flow. That's why, like, I didn't understand how Thunderbolt worked. I never used Judgment Bolt. I should probably give that a shot, but the fact that it was a single target ability made me not as interested. But yeah, I think it's worth doing them just to be able to kind of make me better at combat in general. Challenge makes me get better. I just don't like trash challenges. If it was a boss, I'd be all over it. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and call it a night.